Yo, what is up, Kirby Puckett and Chicken McNuggets? And I know that didn't rhyme, but whatever. We'll just go with it. How you doing, my friends? Welcome back and welcome front. Today we're going to be combining Magneous along with Zetar. Zetar, yeah, Zetar from the Power Dashers, which is a throwback to back in the day of these Diaclone Takara guy. I don't know if they're Diaclone, but that didn't quite make it into the main line. But yeah, he's a redeco of Brunt. He's phenomenal, by the way. My favorite of the three between Brunt, Centrone, and Zetar. Then we have Magneous over here, who is this kind of like, even though he has the name like a Izer, like a weaponizer, fossilizer. Actually, the modulators weren't Izers; they were just called modulators. If you're not familiar with this character, he's kind of like a hybrid in that like some of his bits come off, like his arms, and these little things over here. And there are aspects of him that come off, but you can see that they're just like skin, just peeling off skin like shell casings, and they're not as variable and versatile as these guys would be. Like, so I've removed, like, we're gonna keep the arms on him, and for the purposes of this build, like I'm removing this as well. And yeah, you can see that there's this husk over here, and that's fine. But like this stuff, there's no 5mm on here, so the play pattern pretty much ends with him. Like you can't use it for other bots, you know. This guy, however, watch him come apart. Everything, deboning the chicken, everything is gonna come off, dude. And you can see how much like versatility there is, this variability, this maneuverability, like. There's so much that you can do. Yeah, there's so much play potential packed in these original Izers. Even the Junkions, to some extent, I've heard some people call them Fusionizers because they're supposed to do the Evo Fusion gimmick, which is not a bad name. But yeah, the host bot is going to be Magneous, which kind of like lends to the belief that Magneous is more like a host bot, meaning like he's like just a standard robot versus like an Izer, like a build former. In that, like, yeah, you see what we did right there? Just take this and you flip it around, and then you take Zetar's arm. You see there's like an elbow bend already bent in there. See what I'm talking about? How stuff like collapses and things like that. Like, yeah, man. No, he's different, dude. He's different, and you can see him coming together. I was gonna use a Centurion drone, but he's in another shoot right now. He's in another build, and so yeah, Centurion is busy. Trying to remember what I did. I know that not all the parts are used. Most of the parts are used. But yeah, I think what I did was I bent these legs down. Yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, I hope you guys are in good spirits. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, you know, in the morning I practice a mantra of gratitude. You know, there's different gratitude mantras that I have, but the recent one of these recent days is I pray. Like I'm not a religious guy. I'm a spiritual guy, meaning like I feel the interconnectedness of the universe between you and me and the stars and the molecules and the animals and everything, the environment. And what I pray is I pray and I thank for my life, my wife, my workplace, like my job, my hobby, you guys, the community, the ability to help others through this hobby and through my livelihood, my work meaning. I'm thankful for opportunity. I also pray and I think, okay, this is yeah, and huh? And I think provide gratitude towards risk as well, and also successes, and also failures. Because failures, you learn lessons. You know, you learn what works and what doesn't work. I think I'm doing something wrong. Oh yeah. I'm tripping. It was like that. Yeah. So I had it over his. So I had this kind of bent more over his shoulder. Yeah, and I don't pray for failure, but I'm grateful for failure because it helps me be humble. It helps me learn what doesn't work. Yeah, and I provide thanks for all of those things. There's other things that I do as well. Let me see, like, because there's at least 10 that I go through. But yeah, I'm really thankful for this like hobby, this craft, for you all being here and choosing to spend your time with me. Our ability to help charities. Yeah, and then I just go through that in the morning and having that attitude of gratitude. I feel like really puts me in a good place to start the day, you know. And then I just go through my day and I do my thing. Yeah, and then I hit traffic and I start yelling. No, I was kidding. I actually don't have to sit through that much traffic. I live very, very close to work. If I catch all the lights, like I can make it to work in like 3.5, 4 minutes. Because I'll have like one track playing and I'm like, all right, by the time the track's over, I'm already at work. And so that's a vibe. And so, but if there's traffic, dude, like if I leave at like off hours, dude, it'll get me arriving at like it's too bad he can't hold it over here. It's gonna be in an awkward place. Um, it'll take me like 15 minutes, dude. And that's when I get extra salty and I'm just like, dude, I wish these people weren't here. I wish they weren't on the road, and I get all mad and stuff like that. But whatever, dude. Um I think the only bit that I did not use is this. And I'm trying to see if there's a place where I could just kind of like mount it. Like, yeah, I could put it on the fist, I guess, over here, but like it don't really do anything, and it just kind of look whack. I guess I could put it on the hand a little bit. That look kind of whack too, dude. And it, like you can't really see his claw, and I like the yellow showing through. But here he is. Here he is, and he got his nice big old hammer. And if you don't like it, you can remove those bits too. Because originally, I think I didn't use the extra leg pieces. But yeah, being in traffic is like being in the airport. Meaning that like you are just subjected to other people you don't necessarily want to surround yourself to. You have a destination that you need to get to, and so therefore you're just kind of dealing with it. But you have to deal with their, I'll just call it like mistakes, their errors and stuff, and it's just messing you up, and you're just back there like, oh geez, slapping your forehead like, oh my gosh. And so, but anyway, dude, just first world problems, dude. I'm grateful for everything, dude. But here we go. Magneous, Zetar, and looks cool, right? I think he looks cool. Yeah, Magneous again is more of a host bot. Zetar being the not parasite, but I'm like, what parasite? But the word host, but not host, homie bot or something like that. There he goes. There he goes. Good color pairing too, I think, between the gray and the yellows. But I may recreate this with Centrone as well. Yeah, yeah. So as always, dude, I always appreciate y'all generating your precious, precious, precious currency of time, sitting through those pesky, annoying ads, and willing to put up with me, willing to put up with the channel, and just being here. It's super duper important to me in my life, and I thank you so much for that, okay? You'll always hear me say it because I totally mean it, and I have so much gratitude towards y'all. And perhaps you don't think of it like that, but you should. Yeah, you should. Without you, this channel doesn't exist. It's just me fiddling in a room with toys. Without it's like cooking, but you don't get to share the food with people. You know what I mean? And that's just like half of the process. And so, thank you for allowing me to share my food with you. Thank you for enjoying the food, and let's cook some more soon. Okay? Adios, broskies and sisterskis, and everyone else. Bye bye.